What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Do This to get EIDL funding approved. It is Tuesday, March the 29th, 2022. Please do me a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up, hashtag EIDL with your comments below. And in today's video, I'm going to quickly review the 5 secrets to EIDL funding. And for the very first time ever, I will suggest something that you've never heard me say in the 2 years of running this channel in order to get you funded, because as we've all learned, they're down to 2 or 3 weeks of money. The good news, however, the SBA confirmed over the last 3 or 4 days, they have enough money to fund everyone that's in the system. Right now, about 15,500 people are searching for $500,000 or less. Somewhere around 5,000 are going for the maximum of $2 million. And don't forget, you have to subtract whatever amount they gave you a year ago. It can total in part to $2 million. So if you maximize everyone, $500,000 for those 15,500, and the other 5,000 get the maximum amount of $2 million, you still get somewhere between 16 and 17 billion in total. And they have about 19.5 billion. We confirmed that this afternoon. Somewhere around 19 or 19.5 billion, depending on who you ask. So that's approximately 2 or 3 weeks worth of money. So once again, I'm going to quickly cover the 5 secrets to EIDL funding that have helped me, along with Speak and See, of course, and Ryder over at Skip, raise billions of dollars over the last 2 years. But again, I'm going to suggest you try something if all else has failed before this video is over. However, I must start, ladies and gentlemen. TrySmallBiz.com. We are setting a goal, as you've heard me say before, of 10,000 members strong. We're currently adding 17 new members a day. We need to hit 35 new signups a day in order to hit 10,000 strong by Christmas Day. So please do me a favor when this video is over. Go to TrySmallBiz.com. Whether you have a small business or a side hustle, you want the loan forgiven, hey, we want our 10K, we got to come together as one. So make sure you go and sign up. Now, you've also noticed, premium members in particular, a number of upgrades this past weekend. For starters, there's 3 spots now that premium members are being featured. In the top menu, the main real estate, which is brand new, in the center of the homepage, and on the bottom footer. So for approximately $1 a day, and we could definitely use your help, whether it's by the month or the year, cancel anytime, money back guarantee, please consider the premium membership. Even if you've already signed up, you can always upgrade from your profile. But here's what's important. This is absolutely crucial. And then I'm going to tell you how you get your money within the next 2 or 3 weeks before it runs out. You can no longer see profiles that are incomplete. As one of our members rightly pointed out, and I appreciate the feedback last week, it's horrible for SEO, search engine optimization, and ethics, or aesthetics, if you will, both in fact, if people come to the site and they see a bunch of empty profiles, right? No photo, no bio, you didn't select a category. So if you go to TrySmallBizRightNow.com and sign up or check on your profile, if there's no photo, you didn't fill in your bio or your about me, and you didn't select a category, you are invisible to the public. It is an absolutely gorgeous website, soon to be mobile app. We want people to be wowed. We want to be known as the place to be. The Ritz-Carlton and the 4 Seasons of small business directories. We're not interested in being the Holiday Inn or even the Hilton. No disrespect. They've got far more people. Yelp, the Yellow Pages. We'll never compete with those folks. But in terms of beauty, speed, ethics, and the ability to talk to moi, all you got to do is go down to the Contact Us. I will personally answer whatever you want to ask me within 24 hours. We are going to be second to none. So one more time before I get to your EIDL funding questions. TrySmallBiz.com. Tell at least 3 of your friends. Make sure you sign up. Fill out your profile. We got one of those cute little profile complete things now. It literally walks you through. It'll take you less than 5 minutes. All right, quickly. 5 secrets, and then something I've never suggested on this channel before. All right, privacy release form. Secret number 1. Go to your senators, congressmen, and women. Email and call privacy release form. It's a limited power of attorney. They can literally reach out over the next few weeks and poke the SBA. You want to create a paper trail. Now, the good news, not only is the SBA telling us that they've got plenty of money to fund everybody, whether you're in reconsideration, you're going through the first time to get your EIDL increase, They're telling us that if you're in the system, even if you're currently lost, there's only, supposedly, 20,000 applications or thereabouts for them to get through. So if you've been suffering now for 6 months, a year, or longer, and you've done everything I've suggested, including one additional tip today, you must be among the 20,000. So that's secret number one. Secret number two, once you get the privacy release form signed, you call up that senator, congressman, or woman, and you ask to speak to the small business advocate. Do it after you sign the form. Every office, and if you live in Atlanta, and this woman actually follows me, not just pays attention, she really follows me. I have about 6 congressmen and women, don't ask me why, that are actually following me on Twitter. One of them, if you live in Atlanta, is Nikema Williams. Nikema Williams. She's in the Georgia 5th District, about 15 minutes down the road from me. She will help you. She has a small team of people that are working directly with the SBA. So if you're in Atlanta, I would even dare say Georgia, reach out to Nikema Williams and tell her that yours truly sent you. So, small business advocate, secret number 2. Secret number 3, score.org. You ask that score.org counselor in your area, do you have experience with the SBA? If the answer is no, ask them to refer you to someone who does. Secret number 4, you want to reach out to your local SBA. More and more are getting it. They understand this is crunch time. We've got 3 weeks max before all the money is gone. 20,000 of you are currently still in line waiting to get funded. They understand that Ms. Guzman has repeatedly told them, and I believe recently in fact, that while they cannot fund you, they can help point you in the right direction. So reach out to your local SBA. If it's me, I go visit them. If you're in a red state, many of the offices are open. Sorry, if you're in a very highly politicized city of Atlanta or Washington, D.C., both of which hate small business owners, good luck trying to get in to see somebody. So you're going to have to go to Google, type in your state, New York District Office - Small Business Administration. In the first page or two, and I've talked about these many times before, you're going to get a PDF. The email is firstname.lastname@sba.gov. You call and you email as many as it takes. And some of those PDFs, like California, are 6 pages long. So you can't just do one and done. You got to call as many as it takes to say, hey, we've got 2 or 3 weeks left. I hope I'm one of 20,000 people that are still in the queue. I need you to point me in the right direction. Who do you know in PDC recons, or is there a loan officer that you used to work with or that currently know is handling these loans that I can speak to? And last but not least, and do this last and stick around for the tip, you want to call the 833 toll-free number and you want to speak to a tier 2 supervisor if possible. If not, you ask that person, have you been with the SBA for at least 5 years? If the answer is no, you respectfully hang up the phone and you call back a few minutes later. You do not go through what I'm about to suggest unless you talk to a supervisor or someone who's been there for 5 years. You want to ask that person, hey, I need to make sure that I have everything on file right now so that I'm one of the 20,000 people that are going to get funded over the next few weeks. Driver's license and voided corporate check, PDF front and back. A 2202, that's your liabilities. Do not put your home mortgage. You can get the form at sba.gov. You got to have a 4506T, more on that in a second. Hazard insurance, or what some call commercial insurance. I got mine at buyberk, BIBERK.com, and send them the entire 15-page deck. You also need a board resolution. You can get that at SBA.gov. It's one sheet of paper. It says, we had a meeting on such and such date. We all agreed to take an amount in such and such. All the officers need to sign it. If it's just you, and that's about 80% of you, you sign it. Those half a dozen things are what you need to have on file. And then you tell that supervisor or someone with 5 years experience minimum, I need you to notate my account one more time. Jason called in at such and such date, and I, agent so-and-so and so-and-so, can confirm that Jason has everything in his file needed in order to get his EIDL loan processed. That's the last thing in a loan officer or someone in PDC recons, both of which can see your file. So when they pull you up over the next few weeks, they'll see that agent such and such confirmed everything's there. And then you have a shot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in closing, if you've tried everything, and keep in mind, there is no silver bullet. Not I, not the great Speak and See, not Ryder over at Skip has someone on speed dial. And anyone who's claiming to have that is not telling you the truth. But if you're asking me, as many of you have, should I pay Skip? Should I pay Ryder over at Skip? HelloSkip.com/join. My answer to that is yes, if you've tried everything and it's failed so far. And again, keep in mind, Ryder's team, which for the most part, from what I hear, is very strong, it all comes down to the loan officer, right? Some are taking a stamped copy instead of a 4506T. Many of you did an amended return on paper. Where is that return? It's in a fucking tractor trailer in the U.S. Treasury Department's parking lot. You have no chance. But half of the loan officers at the SBA are taking a stamped copy. So you might want to consider, in addition to reaching out to Ryder's team, go to a tax center, Tom, Allen, Charlie. That's an IRS center in your state. And you tell them, look, I've got 2 or 3 weeks left. I did an amended return. It's probably sitting on a tractor trailer. I'm screwed unless you can get me a stamped copy of my transcript that I can hopefully get connected to an officer at the SBA who's going to play ball. You've also heard Ryder and his team talk about add backs. I've avoided the subject in large part because it doesn't apply to most of you. But if you have a larger small business, you might want to consider talking to the team, because what they'll basically do, and I'm keeping it simple, it's an accounting gimmick. They go out and find revenue. So if you've got a large portfolio of stocks, bonds, real estate, etc., if you've got multiple verticals or income streams inside of your small business, you can add back, in some cases, revenue that got you declined in the first place. But again, however, and I've had this experience with many $2 million applicants, about half of the loan officers at the SBA ain't having it. They think add backs are a gimmick. So when they say no, based on your gross revenue, your credit report, etc., it means no. So at the end of the day, if you reach out to Ryder, myself, or the great Speak and See, who's been in the weeds with us for 2 years, it really comes in large part because we're all singing from the same sheet of music. It comes down to the loan officer. If they're playing ball, and many of them are right now, they're funding about $950 million a day. They want to get it over as bad as you do. So they're just saying, fuck it, approved in many cases. But if you get someone who's a prick or who's new, you might be screwed. However, in my final point, don't give up. There's people on this channel that have been through 6, 7, and even 8 reconsiderations. I went through 3. I did everything I've been telling you, and it was through the grace of God on my 3rd try 6 months ago that I got my EIDL increase. So do the 5 secrets. Consider reaching out to Ryder's team, and you better make sure it's him, because he's got a lot of clones out there trying to scam you as well. I believe it's HelloSkip.com/join. And if you have any questions, don't forget, at trysmallbiz.com, you scroll to the bottom of the page, you fill out the contact us form, and I'll do everything I can to help point you in the right direction. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, always remember that we love you so much, and thank you very much for watching.